Hey guys, I'm Matt from Robot Lab. I appreciate y'all joining us for the webinar today on ChefBot. We're actually going to have our vendor partners with Next Robot joining us today. They're going to kind of go over how they're involved and how they can help you as well with ChefBot in your environment. And so what I typically like to do is just do a quick overview of who Robot Lab is and kind of how we're able to help you. So were founded in 2007. We're headquartered here in Dallas, Texas. We do have an office that is in San Francisco currently, and we actually have 20 support centers throughout America. We're continuing to grow that. We should have about 100 different support centers nationwide by the end of 2025. But we are the leader in integrating robotic solutions to all types of environments, everything from restaurants, hospitals, assisted livings, school districts, cruise ships, everything. And so we are in multiple industries with 32,000 customers worldwide. So we do offer consulting, integrating, deployment, support, and repair services. And we are the exclusive partner with SoftBank Robotics and LG. So we do work with a lot of major players in their industry. So we are currently working with Kura Sushi, IHOP. We work with Marriott. We have worked with HSBC banks, multiple different large school districts and higher ed as well. We have cleaning robots in different universities. We have delivery robots in different universities. Procter & Gamble, we're working with some large banks with delivery robots there as well. So we're able to handle large projects, which is fantastic for really whatever the scale of your business is. And so what really makes Robot Lab different is we're not the manufacturer of these robots. What we are is the largest implementer, sales, and service provider of robots. We're platform agnostic. We work with multiple different vendors, multiple different manufacturers, including our partners over at Next Robot. But what we're able to do is we're able to help you as a business owner select the right robot for your business. As of today, we're going to be talking about Next Robot's ChefBot, which helps you cook food. But if you're looking at different solutions, we're able to help you with your robot selection and your site survey, ensuring that we are setting you up with the proper robot. We're able to help you with content creation if you're looking at hospitality robots and the deployment of these robots, mapping out your facility, making sure that we're able to really have the robot do exactly what it's supposed to do. We're there to support you with training your staff, creating some SOPs for your staff, helping them ensure that they understand how the robot is designed to work and that they're able to utilize it correctly within your environment. We're able to help you with account management, set you up with a client success manager that's able to report back to you the data. And then we're able to help you with any of the service, consumables, or repairs that you might need in the future with your robot. Our areas of expertise, we do have customer service solutions, your hospitality humanoid robots that are able to greet people as Pepper is over my shoulder, able to talk to you, give directions, tell you what's on the menu, play games with you. Really helpful at assisted livings and hospitals, fantastic in I've used her at trade shows where she's able to interact with the guest and give them a rundown of what's on the schedule for the day. Delivery solutions, everything from BellaBot over my shoulder. We have a couple different delivery options through different manufacturers. We work with Bear, we work with Pudu, we work with LG, and these are all fantastic solutions based off of your environment. Robots are not a one size fits all, and so that's where we really come into play to help you look at your environment and ensure that we're setting you up correctly with the right delivery solution. And then we also cover cleaning solutions as well. Everything from floor cleaning, dust mopping, sweeping, vacuuming, all the way to scrubbing, disinfecting, UV lights, things of that nature, which are fantastic for all environments to really ensure that we're staying clean. But today, we're really going to be introducing ChefBot by Next Robot. It's the newest thing to our product catalog, and we're really excited about it. And so when you do purchase a robot with Robot Lab, you are going to get that white glove service from us. You're going to get the consulting aspect. You're going to get the content creation from us. We have an entire team that's there to help you develop it. What is your vision for the content that you want on your robot? We're going to be there to help you do that. We're going to have the integration with the hotel, the elevator systems, the booking systems. We're able to help you create that. We're going to be there for the on-site installation. And so our team actually comes out and helps map out the robots. We would be there to help you implement ChefBot into your environment. We're going to help you with on-site training. We're going to help you train your own team. We're going to teach you some SOPs that we find very successful based off of other use cases. We're going to help you create those SOPs for your team, give you some cheat sheets for your staff members. That way they're knowing how to utilize the robots properly, ensure that they're cleaned properly. And that way we can get the most maintenance out of them, the longest tenure out of those robots possible. We are going to work with our customer success team to ensure that your cloud-based performance is getting the data that you need, that you want, to ensure that you're getting the amount of deliveries requested on a daily basis, the amount of square footage cleaned, the amount of meals prepped. We're going to be able to help you and give you that data to ensure that your investment is paying off. We're going to give you unlimited access to the Robot Lab tech team. If you ever have any issues, you're able to reach out to us. We're able to help troubleshoot it over the phone, over the cloud-based servers that these robots are typically running off of. We're going to help troubleshoot it. And if we're not able to get it up and running, we're going to come to you and we're going to ensure that you're having a great experience with Robot Lab. And we're going to help you with preventative and corrective maintenance on a yearly basis if that's something that you need. And we have a swap program that's available as well. And so these robots are advancing very quickly year over year. And so with Robot Lab, we're going to give you that ability to swap out the robots to the newer models later on down the road. And so at this time, I'd love to hand it over to our next robot team. They are one of our vendor partners, fantastic company. And so Harry, I'm going to pass it on to you, and please, let the folks know, what y'all's robot can do for them.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, thank you, RoboLab, to have us here. My name is Harry. I am from NextRobo. I'm the sales director here. So today I will be introducing what we are capable of, how we can automate your kitchen to help your daily operation here. So first of all, we are a Cali-based startup. We design, integrating, and servicing commercial robots. So right now, our focus is try to automate your cooking process. And then all of our cooking robot, we are empowered by our AI technology. So we do offer turnkey solution for different kind of applications. For example, we can help K through 12 schools. We have a client in San Diego County, and then we serve college and the universities. We help assisted living to optimize their dining experience. And later on, we have all kind of different restaurants that would include Chinese cuisine. We do Thai cuisines very well. And then not only Asian ones, but also we can also try some Mexican cuisines out of our robot, no problem. And then right now we are actively serving grocery stores. So right now the trend is a lot of grocery gonna have their own hot deli in their facilities. So it is great to have our robot running in groceries. Later on, we have effortless cooking. We can cook up to 13 pounds of food in only 7 minutes. So for a single portion, maybe only take 1 minute, something like that. So it would be very, it's a fast going cooking solution. And then, so all the cooking process will be autonomous. So I'm talking about different variables. First, we handling the heat. So the temperature is controlled. And then the speed. So if you guys familiar with the Asian wok style, the chef doing this motion all the time. So we can make something very similar happen in our robot. So the turning speed, also the tilting angle can be controlled and adjusted as well. The next thing is very important. We can control the flavor by dispense all kinds of seasoning by the robot. So the accuracy we can do is plus minus 0.1 gram. So I'm talking about 100% consistency here. And later on, after the robot finish one dish, it's gonna clean by itself. We have super high pressure water to wash the pot. So every single time will be clean and ready for the next dish. After that, in terms of what kind of cuisine we can do, I would say anything that requires heating and a mixing, we can make that happen. All right, please go to the next page. So for here, I'm gonna play a video. You guys can see how we can make a dish in just a minute. All right, let's go ahead. Thank you. So for this video, we are showing that a dish which is called beef chow fan. It's a very traditional Chinese stir fry. All right, thank you so much. The video just showed how easy it is to cook a beef chow fan in a large batch. So I just give you guys a little introduction regarding the video we just played. So for the first step, if you want to cook a dish, there's a screen on our robot, which is on the on my shoulder right here. You find a recipe, click on it, and then hit start cooking, and then it will become so the screen will display all the steps. So first step, it was, I think we put oil into it. So oil will be dispensed into the pot automatically. Later on, while waiting on the between the steps, we don't need to necessarily standing there. So we can do some chopping and or we can do some food preparation while waiting. And then before a menu step, the screen or we will have the voice instruction tell the operator what to do next. So later on, we're gonna put the raw beef the chow fan into the wok, and then after 20 seconds, the sauce will be added automatically. And then after each dish finishes, the screen will have instruction says I click on the button to clean the pot, and that's it. It's very simple process. All right, let's move to the next slide. We'll have my colleague Kendrick to introduce our client success for you guys. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ken. I'm in charge of the customer success team at Next Robot. So we're based in Southern California. And right now, our products is everywhere. We're in different markets here in Southern California. We have fast casual restaurant for service restaurants, school districts and assisted living, and grocery store hot deli bar using our products. The reason we are very popular right now is just we don't just provide the cutting edge cooking robots. We also ensure that our clients are fully supported at every stage. So one key aspect of this is our recipe development service. So we work closely with each client to develop customized recipes that suit their specific needs. Whether it's adapting existing menus or creating entirely new dishes, we ensure that robots' capabilities align perfectly with their culinary goals. So, for example, like our corp chef Cole, he works very closely with the clients to deliver recipes, especially those school district clients. So not only the dishes can be very delicious, but also compliant with the school nutrition guidelines. So if you have any specific customization requests, one simple way is that you can adjust chef Code's recipes to meet your unique needs. So and while maintaining your nutrition standards. And next, we also help our clients create an efficient workflow to ensure everything runs smoothly. So we send a team to your location where our professional kitchen consultant will assess your site and offer expert level recommendation on how to best integrate our cooking robot into your kitchen operations. And finally, we provide comprehensive training for daily maintenance. It seems our product is very complicated and cutting edge technology, but it's actually very simple, easy to maintain it. So we will train your staff how to cleaning the piping system and perform deep cleaning of the cooking wok. We ensure that your team is fully equipped with knowledge to handle, both routine maintenance and more in-depth cleaning tasks. So help you like keep the robot in optimal condition. So to give you a better understanding of how our service make a real impact, I'd like to share a video from one of our school district clients, which is Coronado School District in Southern California. In this video, they will provide you insights into their experience within our cooking robot and how it has transformed their operations and the support they've received from our team. So let's have a look.
I'm the director of the Child Nutrition Services at Coronado Unified. I've been here for roughly 10 years. So we have 4 schools in our district. We have 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school and 1 high school. Our enrollment across Coronado is about 2,800 kids, and we serve roughly half of those daily. I would say the biggest thing that it could solve would probably be recipe standardization. That's a big issue that we have across the board, and we're a smaller school district, but if this were in a larger school district where you have 30, 40, 50 different people cooking the same dish, well, it's probably going to be cooked 20 different ways for 50 different people. So the cooking robot's really nice because as long as you know how to work an iPad or a smartphone, you can work this, and it's very easy staffing. Or basically minimally processed, I guess you could say, would be the grant. So if we were serving milk, fruits, vegetables, orange chicken, and rice, well, the only thing that's processed would be the orange chicken.
Got it.
So that right there is, is 60, over 60, 70% of the items basically 80% of the items are minimally processed. So that to me isn't really scratch cooking, personally, but it is minimally processed. So scratch cooking to me is more going back to the basics. So using sugar, salt, oil, water, not using, processed, dressings or marinades or things like that. But I think that's the benefit of scratch cooking, is because we're capable of making it healthier in kind of the way that we want. But if you just ask the straight student, would you want it to be healthier? And they kind of would say, well, as long as we just have the food, that's what we want. And we try to incorporate items that they will like. So, for example, like chicken fried rice, which we've tried in the robot cooker. Kids love chicken fried rice. So we have made a healthier version and a better version that the kids love. So that's what I really like about the robot cooker. And so if we can incorporate healthier items of the everyday favorites, that's what we're really looking for. I think just standardizing the recipes makes it much more efficient, and just knowing that every product it turns out is going to be exactly the same, taste the same. There's not going to be any variation, which again, we have, it's person to person. Somebody will make it a little differently regardless if we have recipes in place, but having the robot, it makes it more efficient with cook time. Just the flavor alone with us doing scratch cooking, you get more of a natural flavor, I guess you could say, and it just helps with, the students being able to kind of get back to that, as opposed to so many processed foods that we have around now. Gosh, everything we've done has been really great. It's super fast at scrambled eggs. We love that, and we're doing, breakfast scrambles and things. So, but yeah, the nice thing that the robot cooker that I really like about it is the things that we can do in the robot cooker. We can get a heat and serve chicken fried rice. It's not very good. We can get a Philly steak. It's not very good. Even a Kung Pao chicken or, breakfast scrambles. They're cooked and frozen. So we've had the robotics class come and check it out and watch it work. We've had some of our board members for Coronado Unified come out and see how it works. So it's gained a lot of fame. It's become a bit famous, which is nice. Yeah. Whenever Robbie makes something, we said made by Robbie the robot, and so the students kind of know our little symbol for him now. So. I would say at least 6 months to make sure that everything's in order before starting. It'd be greatly beneficial to have everything in a row, standard operating procedures for what you need for electrical, what you need for plumbing, what you have to do through plan check, and giving the specific plans. So just basically all the information up front, so that way it's a much easier implementation. We're very responsive. Any issues that come up, you're always here. I think it's great because we wouldn't give anything to the students that we wouldn't want to eat. And so with all the recipe testing that you guys do in your facility and then coming out to us, and then we kind of fine tune everything based on our taste or what we think the students would need. The flavor is wonderful because we make it that way and we work together. We're responsive that if we need you to come out, you come out when we need you to. I know in the beginning when we were testing recipes, it was difficult because you would come down and then we test recipes, and then we would have to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and tweak it. So now I asked you guys if you can test it more so in your facilities and then bring it down when you feel like it's ready to go. So that's really helped us to be more efficient with our timing. The nice thing is when we test a recipe, it'll have very minimal ingredients and things in there, and it's just really easy to multiply that. I think, any type of facility, restaurants, universities, school districts can really get some benefit from. The one thing I would say would be the ideal environment to use the cooking robot. So a lot of school districts, ours included, we do have issues with staffing. So people calling out sick or just not being able to come to work, and that's just nature of the business.
Hi, my name is Chef Ko. I'm here with Next Robot. A little bit newer here with Next Robot. So my work experience is mostly hotels and doing banquets, fine dining, and restaurants. So with that, we've been working really closely with Coronado Unified School District, helping them develop their recipes. For the robot. And the machine's great because it's not just limited to Chinese cooking as well, right? So it's able, we made some recipes using Peruvian food, Italian, Mexican, you name it, whatever you can imagine we could make with the machine. And working with the clients is with their business needs, we're able to customize and adjust to anything that they need to adjust and do that. So right now we're helping schools achieving the nutritional goals through recipe books and nutrition facts. With the recipe books, what we're going to have is a little photo, nutrition facts, and then also the items with the item numbers through example Gold Star or Cisco. So that way there's no variance in the recipe. We have the exact item numbers that are going for that recipe. And also there's not going to be any legwork to making these books, right? And as far as that goes too, it's going to act as a guideline for other people. So if, for example, you want to do breakfast potatoes, but you wanted to change the recipe a little bit, you could use that setting and just make minor adjustments to it, which we will definitely help you do. Make minor adjustments to fit your needs. The application is limitless on this. So you could do, again, restaurants, hotels, schools, senior living, healthcare facilities. So with hotels, for example, like a travel hotel for a business, they have the complimentary breakfast, for example, very easy to make breakfast potatoes, eggs, and things of this nature, which I noticed in the past working with this machine in a restaurant. You're going to alleviate the need for more skilled labor. So you really need entry level to low skilled cooks to make this. So that saves tremendously on labor costs and hours and what have you. So, and again, we're working very hard to make more recipes, and collaborating with our clients to see what they want to see and developing these recipes based on that. So it's very limitless. There's just so much we could do with the machine. It's great. And yeah, I think the next page, you'll see some of the food that we made. Again, for banquets, it's great. We can make tons of food out of this machine. I think it was 15 pounds, 17 pounds of food. So for a banquet application, this is really, really well, schools and what have you. So yeah, and the next page, yeah, perfect. So we're going to be on the Q&A part now.
Yeah, I'll start off. We got one question, and I'll pass this off to Harry, but Steve asked, does your robot just support Asian style food? And Chef Ko, you just kind of touched on that, but if y'all would like to kind of answer that, please do.
So no, so with the robot so far, we did the breakfast. We've made fajitas out of this machine. I made curry out of this machine. I'm Japanese Peruvian, so I've made lomo saltado, which is a Peruvian dish. Pastas. So it's not just limited to Asian, although it does seem very more Asian heavy. But we are able to do so much out of this machine.
Yeah, I've actually played with it in the office. You can definitely check out those videos on our LinkedIn. But I have cooked breakfast scrambles by frying up bacon. I chopped the bacon up into one-inch pieces, cooked bacon in there, fried the potatoes in the fat, added bell peppers, added eggs. It was fantastic. I've done the Kung Pao chicken for the Asian side of it, but I've also boiled pasta in it, utilize that pasta later on the sauce that we made. So I was at a show where we did fajitas as well. And so beef fajitas, we've done, really quite a bit of different things. I'm really excited to continue to play with it and see what other, flavors of foods that we can come up with. So
I'm very privileged to get to be in this office with Matt because he has made some awesome food, and y'all, it has been like truly amazing. Yeah, there's just a lot to say, and we have a lot of questions coming in, so I want to start off with that. Werner is asking, what is the average cost of a robot, and what about warranty, and does a facility need specific installation requirements?
So when it comes down to price, it's about $36,000. That's going to include 1 year service on there along with service warranty. One of the great things about Robot Lab is we do help service. And so with any purchase, we always offer up a service package where we can extend out your warranty for up to 3 years, where you can ensure that you are properly protected. Even after that time frame, we'll continue to work with you and offer up service plans to ensure that you are properly taken care of. When it comes to setup, I'm going to pass that over to my next robot team. I know that the great news is it doesn't require a vent hood, but I'll let y'all kind of dive into what's required for setups within a restaurant environment.
So for the installation requirement, first of all, the robot has to be under the hood, 5-point hood specifically. And second thing is we need water hooked up, cold water as well as hot water, because for the cleaning part, we would require not require, but optional hot water to clean the pot, make it easier, rinse off everything. And then is the drainage. So we need to connect to the drain for the water to go out. After that, I think the dimension, later on, I think we can email everybody the spec sheet so you guys can measure if we have enough space under the hood. So for usually the width is the only concern. The width for our robot is 32 inches. So just making sure we have enough space under the hood. For the height, I think I don't see any problem implementing that, but please be aware the width is 32 inches. Yes.
And one more thing, Robot Lab makes everything very simple. And so we do offer financing options as well. And so this is something that you can actually finance up to 36 months as well, make it very low, easy monthly payments, really help you stretch your budget in the back of the house. Kind of like Harry was stating earlier, you can have somebody actually running the robot while you have them also chopping, working the grill station, working the salad station, where they can multitask, where you really can help streamline your operations in the back of the house and save you money.
That's awesome, guys, and thank you so much for answering these. It's interesting. Our next question is actually based on the same lines. Kathy is asking the initial cost and monthly maintenance. So I think we just got through the initial cost. If you guys could shed some light on the monthly maintenance.
Of course. So for the maintenance part, we would provide preventive maintenance quarterly. So every quarter we will go to your kitchen. We will inspect everything, make sure everything works just perfectly fine. So usually we will replace some pipe if there's something clogged in the pipe. Other than that, we will do the deep cleaning. So for your daily operation, there's a cleaning mode. You can clean by yourself, but for every quarter, we would provide a deep clean for you. Yes.
Awesome. We also have a question coming from Michael asking, we mentioned cruise ships. Are any of the robots USPH approved?
Actually, we are aware of that guideline. So once we have an active account with any cruise ship, we will start working on that guideline. No problem. Yes.
All right, thank you. I will say too, I know that Robot Lab has worked in the past with cruise ships related to other robot solutions. So I do know that there are some of ours that we have put on cruise ships, not ChefBot though. Vanessa is asking, do we have service in Costa Rica?
So, Harry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was going to state, Robot Lab is in Latin America. So we have a team in Colombia that services all of South and Central America. And so we would be able to service you in Costa Rica.
Awesome. All right. Jonathan is asking, typical meal, how much needs to be pre-cooked? Proteins, dry goods, prep work.
So on this robot, really, when we make the recipes, we're going to be pre-measuring all the items that we're going to be putting in. So, example, beef broccoli. You could have the broccoli pre-blanched, boiled, pre-boiled. So there's already pre-cooked to speed up the process. It's not necessary, but it just makes the flavor a little bit better. The beef, again, you could either have the beef pre-cooked or you could even cook it in the machine itself. I recommend cooking it in the machine with a higher temperature, and it turns out very, very tasty that way. So all the work is already done. All you have to make sure before you push start on the recipe, there's going to be a little screen, and then it'll tell you all the recipes you have. You just push the button, and then it will start the process automatically. So before that point, you would have all your prep done, right? So you have your beef already weighed out. You would have your onions, your garlic, and everything weighed out. Once you have that, you could actually pre-make a bunch of these sheet trays or trays of food and just have that ready to go. So all you gotta do is push the button, everything's weighed out, and you just throw it in there. So it's minimal amounts of prep as far as that goes, yes.
And I would also point out that a lot of that prep is done in the morning when the restaurant's, before even open. You always have a prep cook that's chopping onions, chopping
Exactly,
bell
yeah. So
peppers, things of
they
that
could be-
nature. And so you would work with us, you'd work with NextRobot, just build that into your SOPs of, how much of this dish are we going to need for the lunch rush? Okay, let's make sure that we have that prepped, weighed out, set aside, ready to go, labeled, and makes it very, very easy to streamline that process as well.
Yeah, precisely. So, for example, when I was working at a restaurant that was utilizing the robot, we would have, again, going back to the beef and broccoli as an example, we averaged about 8 times recipes. We would make that recipe 8 times throughout the day. So what we would do is we would have at least 8 trays. So that's 8 recipes already pre-made before we even open. So that way, all we have to do is just grab and start the machine and go. And again, with the sauce even, so with the sauce, you don't even have to make the sauce ahead of time because you have all the sauces, the mixtures of the sauce, not mixtures, but you have the sauces available down below or your salt seasonings available above, and it will pre-mix everything and make your sauce. So you don't have to make a recipe for the sauce every single time.
That's awesome. Well, you guys really thoroughly answered that. Thank you so much. We also have a question coming in from Michael asking, our district is located in southern Delaware, about 2 hours from a large city. Does a more remote location affect the service plan options or availability?
So not at all. Robot Lab is nationwide at this point in time. Currently, we have, like I stated earlier, 20 service centers spread out across America. We have our implementation and operations team here as well, though. And what we're able to do is troubleshoot online, troubleshoot over the phone. If we're not able to get your robot up and running, we will get somebody to you, be it from one of our local service stations or from our corporate office. We'll get them out to you to ensure that you are happy with your purchase.
Awesome, awesome. And Neil is asking, what are the hood requirements?
It requires type 1 hood.
Awesome. And then Aparna is asking, where are the cooking robots manufactured?
It's R&D in California and made in China. Just like iPhone.
Just like iPhone, exactly. We have quite a few other questions, but I believe that they're a little bit better addressed in direct emails and things because they're asking for a lot of details. So with that, I think that we've gotten through all of our Q&A. Anybody that has a question in, I promise you it will be addressed. We'll reach out to you directly to give you these answers because they have a little bit more details and we want to make sure we answer them to the best of our ability. But yeah, we got through a lot of questions. Thank you guys.
Of course. All right. Well, if there's any other questions, please get those in the chat log. I will get those answered for you. Abby will get me your email address. We'll get those addressed. There's also my phone number along with my email address. Please feel free to reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have as well. Other than that, we really appreciate you joining us today. And if there's anything else that we can do, like I said, please put it in the chat log.